and we're still on for Thursday. This one's going to be a short one. I'm going to go through my preparation for night and building a watch list and how I pick my plays. So main way I do it, I keep a list of every ETF. So you guys can scroll through it. The first few of these are going to be all the futures contracts. So I have YM, NQ, ES. That's obviously the Dow, QQQ, SPY. I also have RUT and Ready. So one is the Russell Index, the other is the futures contract, which is IWM, small cap. I have the VIXs, which are the indexes. The inverse of SPY, or Fear and Greed Index, as some like to call them. Then I have SPX SPY, QQQ. Also DIA, IWM. And then I have the sectors. So SPY is divided into about 12 or so sectors. I have them all. I have XLE, P, RE, C, I, K, Y, F, B, U, M, E, healthcare, RT. So in reverse, healthcare, materials, utilities, buildings, financials, discretionary, tech, infrastructure, communication, real estate, staples, and energy. On top of that, I also have JETS, which is airline ETFs. I have 4 of the ARCs. Actually, it looks like more than 4, 5 of the ARCs now. I have my precious metals, gold and silver, which I love to trade. I have all semis in a list. There's actually a few I'm missing, but I'll add them. And then I have hedge plays. So hedge plays are made to kind of be like, they can help when the market is sideways or inverse. So I have bonds, and I need to add the VIX to that. I also have some oil, and then I have the cryptos. So I have actual cryptos, and I have a few others. And then down here, I have China. So I'm scanning this list multiple times, especially on a Sunday. So every Sunday, I'll go through, I'll look at each sector, like the SPY, Qs, which I'm looking at daily. But I'm looking at the sectors Sunday, and I'm seeing where we're at. So I'll go through on the week. So like here, I'll see we're 2 up on the week. Right now, we're filled 2 up. Then I'll go to the day. I'll look at the day. I'll see it looks like we could potentially TTO, and I'll just scroll and see which one has the best setup. So like here, this one's cool, but it's kind of 50-50 of the range. When I say range, I mean this area of candles. Because when I look at this swing low right here, we're literally dead center. So me personally, I don't like to take trades that are 50-50. Nothing wrong with it. If it works for you, fine. But I like to take trades that are more so 90-10. This is dead weight center of the range. So I'll just skip right past it. Keep going, XLP. I'll look for a setup. If I don't see a setup I like, I literally just keep going. A lot of these are going to be center of the range, obviously because this isn't Sunday and the market is already going. As I'm scrolling each of them, the ones I do like, if I see a setup, I'll add it. So like this could be a decent setup because this is a 2 down, 2 up. This is XLRE. Once I have the few sectors I'm looking at, I also make a list. So for me personally, I've made my own list over time, and I have it divided by sectors. So when I find the best sector, I'll pick the best sector and I'll pick the best stocks of it. So like P, I got Coke, Clorox, Campbell's, Kroger, CVS, Rite Aid, and Philip Morris. XLY, discretionary, Tesla, Target, McDonald's. Also there's Walmart, but I like these 3. Healthcare, it's gonna obviously be Pfizer, Moderna, and BMY. So I'm constantly just scanning, and every night I'll go through them. Lately, since now I play futures so much, my new routine mostly is I have a list that has the market. So if you notice, this has the main futures I'm trading, which is ES1. So this is a continuous futures contract. So I'll go through and I'll chart this one. I chart this one a little different than a regular. This one I kind of chart just based off of the weekly range. I want to see where we are. So I'll see Monday, low week currently is here Monday, and the high is here. So last week's low was down there. These blue lines are monthlies. Green is weekly. So the week's high and low is here. And remember what I told you guys. The high and low of the week is put in between Tuesday and Wednesday 80% of the time. So we already have the low. So Wednesday should set the new high. Once I have that, I'll go and I'll chart ES separately. So I was already charting this one for tomorrow, charting what I see. I saw a 30-minute fair value gap, and then I see we're reaching over. We're filling this gap, but we're already retracing. I see London below Asia, and I just see my normal setup. I see it's above this volume imbalance. After I do that, I'll go to SPY and SPX for you guys. And I'll make sure all my levels are on point. And I'll mark what I see. So on the 4 hour, I see a 2 down, 2 up in force. This will be the first target. So what I'll do too, I'll just go like this, because now, since it's in force, this is just a continuation, and I'll mark it. So as I'm waking up, I'm already, have trades. 2, 2, 4 hour. And I'll go to the day. And look, this 224 hour is also a 2 down, 2 up day. So now that I know that, see this target, there's target 1 and there's target 2. So the other target, I think, was just off of a high and low versus this is a real target. This one, this. And I see I had this was my out the money risky play that didn't work. Change this to target 2. Now I have these levels. Separate it and save it. Make sure it's saved. Open up the side chart, which usually this one is for SPY. I kind of want everything just as soon as I load in, it's all ready. So now I'll load up my SPY chart. And I'll look at the major levels we got. Got the swing low down there. I don't know what this level is. I have a high that I saw at one point was significant. Daily. And once again, obviously, 2 down, 2 up. It's enforced currently. Like that. Mark it here. 1 for the day. Target 2 is going to be up here if we start getting towards it. I really don't think we're going to pass target 2, to be honest. I'm sorry, actually. Yep. So yeah, 2 down, 2 up. Target's going to be candle technically to the left and then down. But we're probably going to pass right by it, so I'll skip it. So that will put us right at about, is that 395.25 tomorrow on highs. Keep in mind though, tomorrow is a day where we're going to consolidate most likely before major talk. So I'm just playing it cautious. I take what I see. Have that. Have them both ready like that. Save them. Close that one away. And last but not least, I'll go to my futures chart, which this one I set up also before. Let me do it again. And then this one is a different setup. So this is my divergence chart. This chart is made so I can watch as the instruments diverge, and I'll chart them out. So as you see, I've already technically charted this one. I have my upper levels charted. Same thing with EQ. Same thing with the YN. Change that to black. I don't know why that's white. Damn. So once I have all that, once again, I'll do the same thing to like 5 minute, because that's when I'm most likely going to be operating. 5 minute. 5 minute. So now I can watch all 3 of them, and I'm just looking for divergence. So obviously, like I said, I don't know if I've touched this divergence yet, but this one is used for divergence in short. I'm just looking for the pairs to move differently, because since they're the same, they're supposed to move the same. So when they start moving differently, that's an early warning sign. Once I've done that, save that. Last thing to do is to check my individual plays. So right before you guys, I had started for you guys, I already checked gold and silver because I used the futures to check that. But I can just run through it real quick so you guys can see. I'll load this one. I'll use the gold futures contract because it's always running. So it's going to be GC1 continuous. And then on this one, I'll load the gold ETF that we could trade for options. I don't really trade gold for futures. I just use it for options. Then I'll go to a smaller time frame. Futures, see what we're doing. So I see we're trying to take this leg up, and we're technically going to be a 2 up day. Actually, a 2-1-2 up continuation play because we have a 2 up inside 2. So a 2-1-2 isn't a reversal. I mean, it's a strap reversal, but it's not really a reversal. How do I say this? It's actually a continuation, not really a reversal, but it's almost like a pullback. So we can take those two. Think of a continuation play like this as really a TTO. So I know that. So I'll go to gold and I'll look at on the day. And when I look at the day, we're right above my level. We're also right at a level past what I thought we were going to hit. So we're at what I think is the monthly level. Yep. So we now have moved to this monthly pivot and we're above it. So I'll literally just mark it off for the day. New day high above this is going to be 2 up day continuation. And the next target is going to be here. Next target long will be there, but I don't think we're going to get there without a pullback. But I'm just watching to see where we are in the range. And the month has opened here. So as you see, it's very easy. Once you get used to it, you're literally just slightly moving. That's why I can chart so quickly and be so confident with my plays. Because I know where we opened at, I know where my targets are, and I know where the highs and lows of everything I'm trading are at. And I'll put that in because when I'm zoomed in on a smaller time frame, you can't see that far out. So oops. There we go. That way, when I go down to like a 15 or 30, I can reasonably still see from down here. It will make sense still, which as you see, I'm already above. So this trade is already technically going to be enforced the moment it triggers. All I have to do is make sure we don't come back to this entry. I'm good. So that. Yo, how long was it paused? I just heard it go off. Was it just that minute or has it been, did it pass a lot where I need to rewind? Just that minute? Okay, cool. I don't know why my recording stopped right there. All right, I'm gonna rewind it a minute and then you say you can't hear it either, right? All right, don't worry, I'll fix it. It's when I did the new share. All right, so share sound.
There might be 2 recordings because of that. Just a heads up. I'm gonna just go back like here.
Using the futures contract to help me trade the actual ETF.
All right, can you hear? You still can't hear?
Futures, see what we're doing.
Did you see this part yet? Is this like right where around where it left off, or do I need to go back further?
Yeah, I can see we're kind of inside in between the range. It's just like choppy. So I'll go down to an hour.
Got to go back further.
Hour I see we pushed up. We also sold down. So this is another play where like I can't really tell. So whenever I find plays like this, I'll just kind of leave them like, it's not on my list because I'd rather wait.
Okay, perfect.
Think of your trades like this. You want your trades to jump out wedgy. Because here I can see Monday, Tuesday low,
13 or just
Wednesday we're back at a high, but I don't know if we're going to tap this high. So I'll keep it on high alert because if we tap this high, we could have come down and take out this low. But until then, it's not on my list. So basically, target 1 short. So what I'll do, I can add an alert. Crossing. Actually, I'm gonna put crossing down. That way I don't get alerted when it's crossing up. Like projection, lows. Notifications, send an email. Perfect. So I'll get an email if that one triggers. So I know tomorrow silver won't really be on my list. Only gold above a certain level. Then I'm going to CL, my favorite one to play, obviously. Six. Silver on the day. Yeah, on the day, even on the ETF, it just looks kind of, choppy. Actually, you know what? When I look at the ETF, the ETF looks better. So let me mark the ETF. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't realize this is today because futures keeps going. So this is a 2 down, 2 up. This is the target. My bad. So I'll mark that. We're already at pivot 1. Pivot 2 is 22.14. So it's only 14 cents. It's a very small move. But if we go above that, next target would be this. Since we're above it, I'll watch this in the morning too. And I want to watch for explosive momentum. So when we open tomorrow, I want a strong open. I don't want a weak one because it's already in a weird spot. I mean strong open, I mean like this. This is a weak open, sideways. This was a very strong open for a sellout. This is a very strong open, short, consolidated, dropped. This is the idea. This was be an ideal. This is one, these are setups you need to look for in trading because this one, it looks like, what did we tap? This was on Tuesday. So what I tell you, 80% of the time, Tuesday, sold off. We obviously gapped up after hours, sold off. Gap down 3. So this is 3 days of fall. Hit the low of week down here to come up. Trend lower. So silver gaps around a lot, but the more you play, the more you'll get used to that. And my favorite of all is going to be CL. USO is the corresponding ticker. CL, this is like crude oil futures. And I play these a little different. I just look for highs and lows. And I look for areas where price is putting in value and price can explode. So here we had a bunch of trapped value. Slowly been breaking out of it. Actually, I'm going to raise the height of this to here now. But this is the level. This area, I was hoping that we would come into stop hunt and rise. But it looks like we might not need it because we've tapped these lows a few times. So if we make a break of structure up, I'm probably going to take it. Anything above this green line, I'm going to take it because it's going to be a major breakout. And I've been watching for a while and waiting. These dark green lines are my weekly levels, and I'm just measuring the consolidation. But we're already trending to be at an $81 CL. So USO follows this one identically. So I use this one, like I said, to trade CL. To trade USO. Here for now. Sooner or later, we're going to come into that one. This one I'm going to make. So just watching the new previous, the PDH is previous day's high. So I see this is technically, and the more you do this, the more you get better at it. I see we open here, close here. So this is like a 2-up doji, it looks like. And then we had an inside candle, and now we have potentially a 2. So a 2-1-2 above this previous day high. That's why the strat works, because all of the strat really is a simpler way of understanding these macro principles, which is that price is going to consolidate into boxes and move up. The strat just gives you catchy names, but it's still kind of the basics of price action. The more, like, I've been trading the strat a long time, like 2 years now. So now I'm like, you start to see everything kind of goes together. The main thing that I'm looking for is capitulation in my trades. I'm not really caring to trade these little moves. That's why I say some days it's not optimal. I'm looking for moves that run up into significant highs. So this one was a very obvious one. 1, 2, 3 days of high, weekly high. We tap once, twice, third time. Equal highs, high of week inside a 2-week box. What do? Reached above it. That's your stop hunt. Once you see that, aggressive sell down. Even if you missed this move, you should have thought, hey, I'm from the high of week, and I've already made it halfway down in one candle. Look at that. That's one candle. Boom. I'm halfway to the bottom. Could have caught this, swung it into that. Even late entry, that is 6 points, 8% on CL, or $6,480. That's CL. Now let's pull up its twin, which is USO. And this was on January 2nd, right? We look on January 2nd, the same move happened from here to here. I'm sorry, January 3rd to 4th, not 2nd. 2nd is the day before, I think. Yeah. So January 3rd, because we opened on Tuesday, because this happened, there we go, yeah, January 3rd, Tuesday to Tuesday. Oh, 3rd to 4th, 3rd to 4th. Wednesday, there we go. So we hit this high Friday, which was here. And then we made this high. Now the reason this high is so much higher is because this is in the midnight market. So that was London's. We opened up about here. Oh, no. Actually, damn, we opened up like right here. So we opened up perfectly. If you would have, then that's why it's so important to pay attention to the other markets. So actually, let me mark that so you guys get what I'm saying. Right here was actually, and boom, right here at midnight was the midnight open. That's why I pay attention to it so much. This is the London market. Opening of London kill zone. New York market opened right there. 5, 7. So if you pay attention, you'll see how each of these markets are moving together and how you can use these markets to predict what's going to happen. That would have told you. I'm above London. I'm below London with a fair value gap. We retrace into this gap or imbalance, and we sold off. Tuesday, what happens? We open, we push up. Let me open this to a smaller time frame, like 15. See, same thing right before open. Boom, 6:30 comes, boom. We pushed up. Once you saw us hit this high and gas out, which was just this high, really, That's why we gassed out. Should have known. Came down, popped up. The second leg for sure. That would have gave you indication to get ready to short. Didn't get this first short, this one for sure. Because now you know that's about here. And we're halfway through the week. And this is one where it would have been very obvious to swing it. And what happened? It gapped down. And these contracts, they don't move much. But from there to there, to low. $7%. And that's 5 points. So if you got those contracts, they're like less than $1. You're gonna be up like 600-700% easily. If you got at the money, if you got out the money, 800-900%. So I'm looking for these. The only time I'm swinging really is when I see moves like this. That's why I swung SPX, which I was up 256%, but Powell pumped the market, which was possible. I kind of knew that going in. It was potential, so I got out the money. But realistically, I'm always looking for moves like that, moves that capitulate. They're going to have aggressive sell-offs so they hit a bottom and bounce, and vice versa. So like right here, this is cool, but there's nothing explosive yet. I want to see all this volume sideways, chop people up, and then we come down and stop hunting. As soon as this stop hunt triggers, I swear I'm full porting. I'm not full porting, but I'm going heavy as possible in longs because they're going to stop hunt and run the market where they want. They've done this so many times, and they do it all the time. So I consolidate, come in, stop hunt, push the market, push the market. Here, consolidate, up, stop hunt them. Boom. Look, and this same level I have, they've used it many times, as you can already see. So zoom out, see exactly what we're trying to do. Low, sideways, low again, build. Boom. Awesome. I'll look at a few more tickers and that'll be it. So I'll go X, margin, obviously. But my broad information. We're now getting to exhaustion risk, which means like the trade could potentially exhaust. But above this level continuation, next pivot here. So I'll take that and I'll watch, because if we explode aggressively tomorrow, I know we're going to attempt to attack the 30. But keep in mind, I know that I have all these other levels. No, this line is continuation. This line is the target. Now I'll label that T. And what time frame I'm on? Oh, come on. Yeah. Still see the major price target is up here. And usually when the target is that wide, I'm gonna probably go in and look to see if there's targets in between, because it's a very wide target. So the next target, I guess, is gonna be about 28. So I'll mark that one. Just like that. And I know here is a giant imbalance, so sometimes I'll just mark it off. Just like that. Now I know there's an imbalance right here. Right above entry. Target is going to be in imbalance. Keep in mind, I know this is my broad information, and this is my target 1. This is the imbalance I can get hit on. If we fill the imbalance, we can go to target 2. More than likely, we're going to project the imbalance because we've never touched it before. Usually, the first time into an imbalance, price is going to wick out of it. It's a very large one. So, normally price will tap it and wick, especially like one that's very, very large. This one we pushed all the way through and then sold off. So we'll see tomorrow what we do. All right, guys, so that's going to be it. Just wanted to make that quick one. See you guys Thursday.
Yo. All right, that is it. My bad, I was taking a shower. That was Finding Plays. Like I said, a shorter, quicker one. How'd you guys like that? Perfect. And that was based, I'm telling you, this next one, it's gonna be another interview. This is with another close friend. Not as good as Elise, nobody as good as Elise, but this was also a really fire one. This was my best one until I had her on. But with that, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Gotta go run some errands real quick. I had a tumultuous day, as you guys see with my internet, so gotta try and get that solved. And I will be uploading this video and also trying to make a quick watch list for y'all. So, all right, y'all. No problem. Anytime.